Hey everyone, it's Amy. Happy Sunday. So, I wanted to share something with you that I have been doing and I have found it to be so helpful that I thought it could help some of you as well. So, those of you that know me well, I talk a lot about the download dump. And for me, what that is that I have two actual journals and I love them both for different reasons. One of which is my daily work download dump. So I make lists of things that I need to be doing that day, that week, that month, what have you. I have my own little symbols, like many of us, of highlights or check marks of when I'm accomplishing things or how I finished it. The other one I keep in my nightstand, and that's for my personal download dump. And what I mean by that is, for a lot of us, we have a hard time falling asleep because we have so many things in our mind that we should do, need to do, haven't done, whatever. And the download dump is just this great way to free flow some ideas in order to make decisions or to get things out of your head. When I was looking to make decisions, or when I'm looking to make decisions about something, for so many years what I did was a pros and a cons list, and all of the things that were most important to me and the things that I didn't want involved in something at all. But I found that very often I wasn't actually accomplishing in a timeline that was appropriate for any of those things, and I just kept adding to the list and adding to the list and adding to the list, but never really making decisions about certain things. And that was getting a little complicated and a little frustrating for me. So then I started to do 4 different categories. So the first category is the pluses. All of the pluses for a particular decision I'm trying to make. The next category were the minuses. Anything that I didn't want related to this decision. The next category were things that were interesting about this opportunity or decision. And the last thing are the possibilities that would come forward from it, any kind of possibility. So I'll give you an example. This channel is a passion project for me. I have talked about doing this channel for more than a year. I want to be able to share with women all over the world, or people all over the world, things that have worked for me and for my clients to help us live more grounded, healthier, better quality of lives, especially as we, leave the ages of 30s and 40s and head into our 50s. And what I have found so often is that there's so much information out there, and a lot of it is being shared by people who may or may not have the level of experience they need to share that information. So I wanted to pare things down. I wanted it to be simple. But again, I'm not everybody's doctor. I'm not everybody's guru. What works for me and my clients may not work for you. The tips and pointers, you might find some of them super helpful and some of them not helpful at all. But I'm just sharing with you things that have worked for us and or things that definitely didn't work, so you can waste your time doing something else if you want. But for me, this passion project, the pluses were sharing information that I knew could be helpful to you or maybe somebody you know. The minuses were that I was putting myself out there sharing this information that might be helpful to you or somebody you know, and it was going to take a little bit more time and work and energy, and I wasn't sure whether I could really do it or that this information would be helpful to many of you out there. The thing that I found interesting is that I could meet so many of you and hear from you as well. And I will apologize ahead of time if I don't get back to you right away. It is not my strength. I'm working on that. But please understand, I'm also spending most of my day with our clients, and I have to do that as well. So I apologize on the delay of that. So the interesting thing is I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you. And the possibility is that maybe this information will be helpful to you out there. And if not for you, for somebody you know. And if it's a new topic of conversation as we talk about health and wellness, maybe with your doctor or your own fitness coach if you live in another part of the world, or maybe it's a nutrition piece of information that you weren't aware of that you need to examine for yourself to see whether it would be helpful, or supplementation information, or maybe it's a fitness tip or something that I've done to help with hormones and anti-aging that worked for myself and many of our clients who are definitely over the age of 40. So this channel is my passion project, right? But it took a lot for me to get from point A to point B, and not just making the list of that download dump, but it really came into play when I had those 4 areas. So again, it was the pluses. What are the benefits of doing something? The minuses. What is the negative with it, or something that, isn't a plus? What's interesting about the opportunity, and what are the possibilities that could derive from it. So hopefully those 40 categories will give you something to think about the next time you're looking to make a decision. And again, it can be about anything. And for me, it was about this channel. So I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your Sunday with me. And I look forward to meeting all of you in the future. Hopefully this helps a little bit. Peace.